Hello and welcome to Learn to Drive the Easy Way. I'm approved driving instructor Michael Gambin and I'm going to show you how to drive manual, automatic and cars fitted with disability controls in the easiest way possible. So sit back, relax and enjoy. And remember to hit the subscribe button underneath to see all of our videos. Okay, so what we're going to talk about now is the turn in the road exercise, or what's commonly referred to as a 3-point turn. Now, the turn in the road exercise isn't actually used on the driving test now. It was stopped being used in 2018. But you may still be asked to do this on the driving test if you have gone the wrong way. Remember, if you do go the wrong way on the driving test, it is not an issue. Okay, the examiner will redirect you back onto test route again and you will not get penalised as long as you've done everything correctly for the direction that you've gone. But there may be a scenario where you've turned into a road and it's a cul-de-sac and you have no choice but to do a turn in the road exercise, or you might drive down the road and there's a temporary obstruction. There could be roadworks or a police closure. The examiner may then ask you to turn the car around to again carry on with the test route. So it's a repeated process. So the first thing is POM, followed by steering again before stopping the car and securing. The key to this manoeuvre is to get as much angle on the car as possible, so steer as fast as you possibly can, whilst keeping the car as slow as you possibly can, i.e. using clutch control. So you would do your POM routine. If it's safe, you then allow the car to move by releasing the handbrake and turn like crazy. You want to do your best Jackie Chan impression with the steering wheel. That will give you more angle and make the manoeuvre more likely to be done in 3 rather than in 5. But again, if it takes 5, that's not an issue. Keep the car nice and slow, and remember the camber of the road. Now, the camber of the road is the arc of the road. So the centre of the road is slightly higher than the outside edges, and that's to allow rain to drain off the road so you don't have sitting water. Now, that means that the first part of the manoeuvre effectively is like going up a hill, whereas the second half, as you cross the centre part of the road now effectively goes into a downhill. So you may need to start using a little bit of brake pressure to allow the car to stay slow. Before you hit the curb, secure the car and then repeat the process. Now, I would advise to steer the opposite direction before you get to the curb rather than steering once you've stopped, and that's to prevent damage to the car. So it prolongs the life of your tyres, steering rack, drive shafts, a whole list of things, bushes included. So try to steer when the car's moving. If you steer when you're not moving, it's what we call dry steer. Again, it's not an issue on the test, but you want to future-proof and think about prolonging the life of your car. Once you're happy that you've secured the car, you then repeat the process. So reverse, steer the opposite direction if you haven't already done so. Keep looking around, the majority of the time spent looking out the rear of the car. Once you get about halfway across the road, look over your right shoulder, so you're looking at the curb. So again, you're looking at when you need to stop. Again, just before you get to the curb, steer the opposite direction, then stop, secure, and then hopefully POM routine to drive on. So I'm going to show you how that's done now. So the first thing that we are going to do is our POM routine. So we're going to clutch down into first gear, clutch up to the bite point so I can feel that slight change. 7-point check, it's safe, so I'm going to release the handbrake before I start to move. Then I turn, and you can see again I'm just using very small movements with my clutch. I'm not trying to go fast at all, and I'm just constantly looking around. Now I'm going to have my foot ready for the brake here because of the camber before I turn the steering wheel the opposite direction. Once I'm here, I stop, secure, then POM routine again, looking out the rear, looking around. Now I'm going to look over my right shoulder just before I get to the curb, turn the steering wheel the opposite direction again, and stop before I hit the curb, secure, pom, and then drive on. Now, it's all about taking your time when it comes to all of your manoeuvres. The examiner is not interested in you attempting to rush and do this quickly, so just take your time and make it easier for yourself. I hope this video has helped, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video.